Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Izzy, and today the video is going to be about what it was like becoming a mum at 18. So being a young mum. Cool. I have a book full of like question dot points, stuff like that. It is 2 pages long, but it should be fine. But anyway, so first one is what was my first thought seeing the pregnancy test saying yes? Honestly, I thought, oh shit, what am I going to do? Freaking out a bit. My instant reaction from there was to go grab the baby daddy's mum, and I asked her to come in. I showed her the test. She goes, oh, I'll go get the baby daddy. So he comes in, I show him the test, and he goes, see a reaction, guys, don't worry. Abortion. But I don't blame him for saying that, because he was 17 turning 18, and I was already 18 when we found out, so I understand. But yeah, his mum ended up telling his dad, and his uncle was over, so they found out then, and sort of thing. But yeah, first scan. My first scan, I went in there. They tried to do it on my belly. I don't know, I'm not even, I can't see. But they ended up having to do it like internal to get the correct measurements and stuff, which they then found out I was 6 weeks exactly on the dot, and my due date was, well, with the scan, was the 1st of January, between the 1st and the 3rd. So that's cool. That happened. And then with my symptoms through the first trimester, nausea a bit, that was meh, and then every time I would take Elevate, I would spew, but that's that. But once I changed to Blackmore or Blackmail, whatever it's called, I was fine. Second and third trimester, I had a bit of cravings and a bit of headaches, and then I had our cytogenetic nerve because she was getting big, and sometimes it would get on the nerve or something like that. Not really understanding about that, but yeah, that happened. When that first happened, I was just waking up from a nap, going to go get pizza, help get pizza for the family for the dinner, and I had to ask someone to get the mum to come and help me because I couldn't move, and she's like, you have a cytogenetic nerve, it happens sometimes in pregnancy, and then she helped me massage it out, and then I was able to go get the dinner. Okay, what I felt, so with the gender, I had a funny feeling it was a girl, and then before the gender, like, finding out or something like that, I was like, nah, it's a boy. So, like, I switched, but then when we found out, the lady was like, I think it's a little girl, but I'm not sure. I was like, really? And I was like really excited and stuff, and I wanted to make sure, so I ended up finding a place that I could go to find out exactly if it is a girl, and they found it out. So that was cool. I had an appointment at 6 o'clock that night there to find out. Cody, the father came, my sister came. It's just a really nice thing, because like I don't think I ever had my sister come to anything, and sometimes like we don't even get along, but we did here. But yeah, so then had the scan, they confirmed it was a girl, and then we ended up buying some gender reveal candies, a little box that says it's a girl for his family. And then I also ordered a heartbeat thing that has heartbeat stuff, and some keychains that has some images from the ultrasound. It was amazing. It did cost a bit over $200, but it was like really cool and worth it. Honestly, it was so worth it. Okay, the first trimester, from like finding out to like that 13-week mark, it was scary, exciting. Like, I had fears that like, what if the baby doesn't make it, or like stuff like that. But obviously she did, and it's amazing. It was so good. It was really nerve-wracking though, so it was worth it. But still, second trimester was the same but a bit more exciting because I had like the gender reveal, found out the gender, had the gender reveal, had a baby shower. It was cool. I loved it. The third trimester was a bit scary for me, but also exciting. But we had found out that she had actually stopped growing, like at the pace she was. So she went from the 5th percentile down to the 1 percentile. And had tests done, went to an infectious disease clinic to find out what was going on. Found out that my body had antibodies to toxoplasma thing. Can't really remember the word, so sorry about that. But had no effect on her because I had it 4 months before I found out. Fell pregnant with her. Okay. So from then on, I was going to hospital twice a week to monitor her heart, monitor her growth. So yeah. So 1 week would be obviously the heart, making sure she's okay, her heart and her movements, and then growth and her blood circulation. They would allocate on different weeks though, so like one growth, one blood, like one like to make sure everything was going good in her body sort of thing. And kept doing that up until my last appointment, which was on when I was 37 weeks and 3 days, where they seen that she wasn't getting enough blood flow to her brain, so they told me to go home, grab my stuff, and come back in as I was getting induced tonight, like that night. So I went, because we weren't actually at home at that time. We were staying with a friend who was closer to the hospital. So we ended up going back. I was like, to my baby daddy, I was like, hey, look, we've got to go home. We've got to go make sure we have everything. We've got to go pack. We have to be at the hospital at 3 because we're having baby possibly today/tomorrow. And it's like, got excited and was like, oh really, who knew? Like, because we were supposed to actually go in on when I was 38 weeks, so that Monday that was coming up. But things happened and we came in a bit earlier. I tried to call my midwife. She was away, so we had another one. And I'll talk about like my birth story, or I think I have already, but I might do a bit more updated version as I remember a bit more stuff. Yeah, so went home, make sure we double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked that we had everything for the baby, for me, and for baby daddy to see if he wanted to stay. We did end up staying in the hospital for 6 days after Bub was born, just to monitor her, monitor me, because during like labor we had found out I had mild preeclampsia and stuff like that. But other than that, it was a really good birth. ended up getting induced by the balloon, which is really funny because I made the comment of being like, I got balls now. And everyone laughed. I'm like, yeah. But then with that 6-day stay, it was a bit hectic. Not with like baby side of like feeding and stuff, like she was all good. My milk didn't really come into like the 2nd day when I started properly pumping. Because like I didn't like leak or anything, so I don't even know what that feels like. So if I have another pregnancy and I go full term without being induced, bro, that's gonna be really thin. Yeah, so anyway, back to the whole video of what this is about. So how it's now been from newborn to now. Honestly, it's been like a roller coaster. Like, we've had a bit of problems, not with her, but like in general, like with some people that do, had moved a lot, and stuff like that. Because me and her dad were together at this point, but like we had like on and off situations as well. And then like seeing her go from this little baby who like is the most adorable thing, and she still is to this day, and to this, to her like rolling from her back to her belly and her belly to her back, I'm doing that, and then from her crawling, saying dada, mama, laughing, smiling, to growing her first 2 teeth, and she telling me by literally taking my finger and going like that, which is how she literally told me she had her first teeth. I had an idea that it was coming in and out, but I didn't know. But I did give her just in case. But then when she told me, yep. And then the very next day, because she was like it was 1 tooth when she told me. And then the very next day she did again, and it was right next to it. And I'm like, whoa, what? But yeah, so we ended up also moving from Queensland to New South Wales, which is, yeah, and we're currently in New South Wales. At the moment I don't have my own place, so her, so her dad and I are no longer together and haven't been since August, September, something like that. But me and her father and his mum all sat down and ended up making an agreement that she'll be living with his mum for now until we both can get a house or something like that, and then we're trying to settle it down and stuff like that. So yeah, but updates, I do get to see her, like, because we have a week on week off situation where we go see her sort of thing, but I'll help Lacey with his mum when I get the chance to. If it's on my week and I'm visiting her and she's going down for a nap, I'll go do that. And like getting updates where she's got 4 teeth, she's got 2 down the bottom, 2 up the top, which is 2 up the top was what I was talking about before. She's getting 6 teeth in that want to come out, like when I was going up and down, like, 'cause they want to come out. And I can't remember, she said there was like 2 on the bottom, 2 up the top, and 1 of the sides or something. That's got, not too sure, but she is. And last Saturday, because she was starting to take a small little steps by herself before, for a little bit now, but last Saturday she started walking, and it's great. And I like saw her Monday, and his baby daddy's mum and dad both showed me, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like starting to tear up, because like that's my little girl, she's slowly growing up, and like as sad as it is, I did miss her first step, but I'm glad to know that I'm able to see that she was walking and that, and honest to God, it's been amazing, but it's been hard. So becoming a mum does do a toll on your mental health, depending what you go through while you're pregnant, while the bub's growing up and stuff. But honestly, my advice to anyone who's a first time mum or anything like that, do not let it get to you, or if it does get to you, take a 5-minute breather, breathe it out, do some meditation or something, and just don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, things will work out where either that baby will have both its parents or you, but you'll always have this big support system with you guys. So as long as you have an amazing support system around you for that baby and for you guys, it should be amazing. So she was also born in December, so 16th of December 2021, and we literally got out of hospital 2 days before Christmas. It was so sad because, like, my family came over on December 24th, which seeing them and stuff, because I couldn't actually celebrate Christmas with them that year due to the fact, I was healing, and Bob had only just been born, so she hadn't had needles, and we wanted to make sure she was safe. Like, I made sure everyone got the needles anyway before she was born to come see her, which is great. And so, yeah, it was amazing. It's been amazing, and no matter what I go through, it will be amazing being a mum. And I think, I hope when I eventually have a second child, if I do, I do want one, but like, when, I know now what to do, and like how to be like, look, as this is my child, I say this and this, like, I have sort of things. But yeah, I'm learning slowly to be a parent. I'm always learning. She's still my first, and I'm only 20, and she'll be 2 this year. Bro, 2 years. It's so crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm glad to be a mum, no matter what I've been through. And no matter what me and her father fight about or whatnot, at the end of the day, my goal is to make sure she has 2 parents that are able to co-parent. And I'm not saying that any single moms out there can't do it by themselves, but you guys are more, I feel like you guys are, if there was a award, I feel like you guys would definitely have it, because it's so hard being a parent, whether you're in a relationship and you feel like you're a single parent, because it took a bit for them to come around as parents and being there and stuff like that, or where you actually are a single parent, or where even if you are together being great parents. Parenting's hard in general, so you guys got this, and I'm grateful for everyone who was watching the video. I hope you liked the video. If you have any other ideas, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't, if you're new. If you know people that like these sort of content or things, get them to subscribe, and hopefully I'll be posting more. And I'm so sorry about the fact that it's been a month since I last posted. I will be posting once a week if I can. I'll probably also be doing a little episode thing of house hunting to get like our own place, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, Everyone have a lovely day, rest of your day, night, whatever time you're seeing this, and I wish you the best in life. Thank you.